Now, it's been a while since Diamond's been back to that diner now. It's been a while. Look at the OG. The OG talking about, man, what's up, Diamond? You good, man? Word on the street is it's a lot of shit going down. OG don't care. He just like, all right, what's up? Now, while Diamond's in here eating, just strolling along, living life, some young gentlemen run in. Diamond, some coffee. Y'all see this lady? She seen them too. Look, her and Diamond in unison. They both said, "Oh shit!" They both took that arm and they get ready to cover up their face. Look, she didn't even tell her homegirl. She just said, "They shooting." Oh, made you look. Now you a page to a slave or a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Said, "Oh." She didn't even tell her homegirl. They came in, jumped up under the table. Well, they come in here and they get the bucking. Ow! Ow! He didn't even come in with a mask. Neither one of them did. Neither one of them came in here. Now, they usually call this a walk down, but they ain't walk down because they missed their target. And 9 times out of 10, we know that the shooters are going to miss who they aiming at. But we caught another body here. We caught another body here. We got the chef. We got the chef. They knocked the chef out. Oh, man. No, man, that ain't no chef. We gonna call that the man. This nigga's just a cook. He ain't no chef. He ain't had a hat on. He just a cook. He just a cook. Well, they get the bucket. Said, damn. The gun is right here. Cooks that know to use that too. Man, he got knocked. Bow. Damn, man. We ain't gonna be able to get the grits tomorrow. He gets hit, and then a woman gets hit. Now, I keep saying this is a potential. Do y'all think that she made it? Do y'all believe that she made it? Damn. Got him the hell up out of here. Well, the young lady, well, she's not a young lady. She said she was older than Miriam. But Diamond leaves up out of there. Diamond goes to the barber shop. Mind you, it was just a shooting at 7 this morning. He goes straight to work after. He don't even give a damn. Man, if I'm going to work after dudes and came in here and shot at me, I'm not going to work, first of all. And secondly, if I did go to work, people aren't just walking in my barbershop. Like, when you want a haircut, come knock on the door at your appointment time. Don't show up 20 minutes early. Show up 5 minutes early. No early. I'll let you in. But we know that he texted Tommy and told Tommy, I handled the Bennigan situation. Don't even worry about that. Now, he doesn't give Tommy any information about the whereabouts of the body because he knows that Tommy can easily get into some bull. You know what I mean? He could easily get into some bull. At any given moment, Tommy can awaken the dragon, kind of like a Cisco song. But he's saying, Tommy, you worried about me. You need to be worried about your nephew, D-Mac. You said you were taking care of that situation. He said, yeah. What is that doing behind you? What is D-Mac doing out the house? Now, from Diamond with you, why? Tommy has been running around doing every day. Tommy is just doing some random shit. Think about all the stuff that Tommy does compared to everybody else. Yeah, Tommy gets into action, the nitty gritty every now and then. He might hit the chicken head, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, Tommy be bullshitting sometimes. Remember, Tommy was on a date teaching her how to drive. This nigga Tommy went on a date to the zoo. Tommy is always doing some wild shit. Tommy pulled up to Chicago, stopped to get some soup at 8 in the morning. Tommy is always on some wild extracurricular shit. Everybody else got jobs. Everyone else got places to be. Jenard's getting chased around the city. Diamond got people shooting at him. Tommy got shot at, bought a new truck, got his Mustang out the shop, riding back around in it. Tommy does what the fuck Tommy wants to do. But Diamond is like, hey, man, get this shit together, Tommy. You keep telling me that you were capable of doing all of this, but every time we look up, you into some shit, man. Why is your nephew out on the block when I just told you we had to clean up a crooked cop that your nephew killed? Tommy don't understand that, but Tommy does go out there to look. Now, all of this is going on, and he also tells him, hey, listen, I got Kenya. She's over at the what you want to call it, the prison? Yeah, she over at the prison. I forgot where she worked at. She at the prison. We might have a little issue. Man, you remember old boy King Kilo? Me and him, we sat down while we were both on the yard. Yeah, we were both talking and shit. And I was telling him, man, when you bring your crew with my crew, we link the crews, we become unified, and united we stand, divided we fall. So he talking about he want to run some plays inside the prison. Now I gotta talk to him and I'll get Kenya to, you know what I'm saying? I'll get Kenya to make all that happen. Tommy's like, I want to be there when the conversation go down. So Diamond is actually thinking about ways that he can effectively run the whole crew without getting in trouble. As long as the dope is moving through the prison, he ain't got no ties to that really unless Kenya gives up that information. But this way he can keep his hands clean. Tommy's running the streets, giving the bricks out. Remember, Tommy pulled up with the bricks, but the whole prison play, this is Diamond's plan. So what Diamond is trying to do is take the easy route. I just had them bring it into the prison. I'll never have the money and the drugs on me at the same time. We should be good. Plus, I should never be around the drugs, even though he is in the basement. I don't know why they're working out of the basement. Diamond needs to move this, but I guess this is the safest spot, especially with everyone in the city knowing where Diamond potentially lives. But now we got to set up the Kilo play. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, they got about 80 racks over here. They got 80 racks and 4 bricks. And they get that phone call from Kilo. Now Kilo's in the jail. He like, what up, man? What's this I'm hearing about you trying to make something work? You know what I'm saying? Trying to make something shake. You outside living that free life. What you doing calling me? You know, this is my business up in here. And Diamond's letting them know, man, we got that work for a better price, man. We got that work for the LO. And we already got half the prison. Plus, we got Rojas in them. We don't even know if they working with us or not, but we knocked off one of them. So it's either you get down or you lay down. And he's thinking, listen, I might go through with this play. The plan sounds good. Now the numbers don't sound good. And what I mean by the numbers, he says, I'll work with you, but everything we make, 50-50. So not only does Diamond have to get the work for the better price, he has to get the work into the prison and then split 50-50. So that doesn't sound right. Of course, Tommy isn't going to go for that. But as of right now, it's established that we can work together at least moving forward. But the 50-50 split don't sound good. The 50-50 don't sound good at all. Diamond heard that. He was just like, all right, bet. Sometimes you just got to take, pause, the opportunity that's presented. Sometimes you don't have enough time to delay, install, and try to wait for a better deal. Yeah. And that's why we see a lot of people when it comes to these contracts that they get into, they may have not read the contract fully, and you'll hear them complaining about the contract that they signed. Well, this is kind of one of those moments right here. I don't know why he got the badge that says inmate on it. I was wondering why he even had a badge. Oh, he must be on work duty. Yeah, he duty or something. Scan to keep the location on work duty somewhere. Hard day at work. When you when you lock down, man, a hard day at work shit. Give me that badge. If you get a badge, that means you get to move around the prison. Yeah, give me my badge. Let me go to work. Man, I thought, is this Glenn Baby Davis? I thought this is the basketball player. I thought this is the damn basketball player, Glenn Baby Davis. Who is this gentleman? But I know Kilo ain't playing around. Kilo talking about, let me get 50% off the top. Like, hey, yo, man, hey. Man, I don't know about no 50-50. I don't know nothing about no 50-50 now. But shit, we got to do, right? James tells Diamond after he comes from upstairs, I know you and old boy. I know, Big Sid. Y'all ain't talking like that, but it is your pops, man. And the streets is brutal. The streets can sometimes consume you alive. Sometimes. Oh, it is Marcus. I thought that was Big Baby. I thought that was Big Baby. But OG's letting them know, hey man, I know you don't talk to him, but he's still your dad. You need to go show some kind of respect. You need to go show some kind of respect to this man. You know what I mean? Even though y'all got y'all differences, it's still that closer. You can still be mad at him, but he calls Jenard first. Then he hangs up because he's like, man, I don't know if I should be talking to Jenard. And I wanted to see who was all in this cell phone. And in this cell phone, we got Kevin Mayer, we got Jenard, we got T Goat. Wait a minute. Who is T Goat? That better not be short for what I think it means. That better not be short for what I think T Goat means. Wait a minute. I know they didn't just throw that in there. I know that ain't what I think it means. Kevin Mayer, Jenard, T Goat. What does this T stands for? Blake Payne, Griff Harden, WS Boxing, Shanti Page. I guess that's her last name. Mark Phillips, Natalie Scolas, P.O. Reeves, Big Smurf. Then this motherfucker ain't in alphabetical order? Yeah, I'm thinking this is Throat Goat. Uh, what does this T stand for? But yeah, this is what iPhones do. iPhones don't go in alphabetical order. K J T B G W S M N P B. Oh man. Yep, this that iPhone. Oh yeah, this is the old iPhone too. This is the same iPhone he had from prison when he was in prison. Damn. No, that can't. T Goat can't. Tommy's number saved in his phone because in the text message, I think it was episode 2, he got a text message that said Tommy. He has Tommy's name saved in his phone. Hell no, T Goat somebody else. T Goat is T Goat is Kenya in the prison. Oh, that's why he got her name. Okay, I see you, Playboy. I see you, Playboy. I see you, Playboy. Nah, don't judge me. This is his phone. This is not my. This is his. Look at the names in here. This is his phone. This ain't got nothing to do with me. He got Shanti's name and the boxing gym. But he didn't talk to Shanti though. He called, but he didn't actually talk to Shanti. Unless they're going to show us WS Boxing. So he didn't call Shanti direct. He called the gym. Bet. At least now we know. Then we see Big Perm. I mean, Big Skid. My bad. Same name. Same thing. Big Skid in here. He hurting too. He down and out, man. Big Skid. Mm. Damn. Well, when they get here, it doesn't go according to plan, man. We didn't know how close they were with each other, but what we did know was they didn't like each other. When they came in here, they got to talking. He said, "What the fuck are you doing here?" He said, "I could say the same about you. Surprised you dead, and not dead yet." So they going at it, but they never been around. And we realized that Big Sid was never there for his kids. He was never there for his kids, y'all. He was never there. He was the dad that went to go pick up the milk. Diamond's just looking at him like, man, you pitiful fool, man. This old lady came in here, the older nurse. Shout out to the older nurse. She had the stethoscope. She like, let me hear what's going on. Ma'am, he needs some oxygen. He needs some oxygen. We need to give him more morphine. She came in here with all the wrong tools. Now, the other nurse, the young black woman, she came in here and knew exactly what needed to be done. She said, give him some oxygen. And all you heard Big Sid was saying, get out of here. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That nigga Diamond just walked out. He didn't even care. He cared, but he ain't care. You know what I mean? He cared, but he ain't care on the surface. That's where it matters the most, on the surface. On the surface. Damn. Big Sid coughing up a lung, man. Well, everything doesn't require bad times. Sometimes in life, you're going to come to a point where you might forgive somebody for something. You might actually be the bigger person. See? T Goat is not Tommy. Tommy's number is Tommy's number. T Goat is somebody else. They didn't think that we were going to see that. We need answers, Power. We need to know who is T Goat and what does the T stand for. We know in Tubi it stands for trapping, but I guess over here it stands for the rope. Yodele hee hoo, you know what I mean? Yodele hee hoo. We need to know who T Goat is because Tommy is Tommy. There's no way we can get Tommy mixed up with T Goat. Tommy ain't the goat. G was the goat. Ghost was the goat. You see what I'm saying? Bah. Bah. We need answers. We need answers, and we need them now. It's my channel, and I want them now. But we listened to both of them, and they started to get close. Now, I know when they initially started talking, it was a little back and forth, a little rah-rah, but the dad is saying, man, I apologize. Papa was a rolling stone. Dun, dun, dun. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, oh, lonely left Diamond was alone. But he's saying he wanted to be there for his sons and he apologizes for everything. And he appreciates that even though Diamond got locked up, he always looked out for his brother. Always looked out for his brother. And he took care of him and raised him not like a brother, but like a father figure. Now we know there's a difference between a male figure and a father figure. He was the father figure for Jenard. And that's why we even seen when Jenard was fighting him last year. Up and because he felt like, hey, Diamond may have screwed him over and messed up his life, but Diamond was doing what he had to do because we found out that Sid wasn't even around. So Diamond wasn't in the streets because he wanted to be in the streets. He was in the streets because he had to be. Diamond had to be in the streets. Diamond went down because he had to be in the streets to feed his brother because what would you do? We just was at home, crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry. And the only way to feed him is to sell a couple of bricks with the CBI murder team and his dad is gone. You see what I'm saying? What would you do? What would you do if your back was against the wall and the only way to survive was to get on the block and grind for what the fuck you need? What would you do? This whole time we're looking at Jenard for being on that 8, but we're realizing that him and his dad never had that bond. As soon as he got of age, he jumped into the game because he had to take over what his brother left because his brother was putting food on the table and clothes on his back. People have hated on Diamond since season 1, but they don't even know that Diamond is a product of his environment and he went through the struggle just like the next man. And now we're realizing that he's doing all he can to provide for his brother. He even let his brother survive after his brother had an assassination attempt on him. And that's what Sid understands about his firstborn, Diamond. He said, Diamond, I love you, son. You were the best thing that ever happened to me. You take care of you take care of Jenard, man. You still here? And what did he say? A Sampson, man. We don't quit. We don't give up. And just like he didn't give up on his dad, we know he didn't give up on Jenard. He tried to provide for this young man, and y'all laughed at him. Y'all said Jenard, he out here doing Lord knows what the devil's work. Y'all said Diamond, we don't like Diamond's character. Diamond is trying to stay out of trouble because half of his life was taken away from him. His father is leaving him. His little brother is stuck in the game. He's not in the game because he wants to be. I don't think you guys understand. He's in the game because he has to be. He didn't choose this life. And that's unfortunate that every 3 minutes and 39 seconds, we lose a brother to the streets. Now, I'm not saying killed, but we lose them to the streets, whether that's drugs, tricking, arrested. Every 3 minutes and 39 seconds, we lose a brother. And Diamond, yes, he's tiptoeing. Yes, he's dancing with the devil. But he has to. But he has to. There's only so many heads in Chicago that he can cut. It's not like business is booming every day at the barbershop. Sometimes I pull up on my barber, he just sitting in the barber chair. Sometimes I sit in the barber chair next to him. He eat his food, and then after he get done eating his food, I hop in the chair. You know what I mean? Then I get my hair cut. There ain't that many heads in the city of Chicago, especially going over to his spot when they know on Sundays you can go get the free chicken spot. You know what I'm saying? You get a free 2-piece and a biscuit with a family size bucket of chicken on Sundays at the chicken spot. After you get that chicken from the chicken spot for free, then you can go over to Diamonds to the barbershop and get the chop for free. You see what I'm saying? You can get the chop for free. For free. Nah, Ruthie, I didn't do the fart. Sid did that. Sid was in here talking. But you know, at this moment, he can't really control his body. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes some stuff happens and he ain't got no control over it. That's just how it is. That happens in real life. They ain't got no control over it. Sometimes they defecate on themselves. You know, it is what it is. It's human nature. That wasn't me. That was him. But we realized that Diamond is really there for his brother. And his character, yeah, y'all may think that he's born, but if he wasn't with Tommy, CBI would be way worse than it. Well, it wouldn't even be no CBI. It'd just be fucked up. It would just be fucked up. Once his brother shows up, we realize what's going on, man. These two brothers, they love each other. They love each other. It might smell like ass in here because dad just died, but he said, big said that. He said he ain't here no more. He said, damn, you kind of sweaty, ain't you? Say, look, man, Jenard, I love you. You my brother. I want you to come back to CBI. I know we going through some shit right now. I know there's turbulence out there. But if you come back over to the winning team, then I can guarantee your safety. I can make sure that you're right. And we see the brothers reunite, and I ain't gonna lie to you, kind of brought a tear to my eye. Said we've been waiting for the CBI link up. We've been waiting for the CBI link up. Damn. I think Diamond does know that he's high. That's why he was telling them, like, hey, man, I want you to come and join back over. I think Diamond knew. Because they didn't show if he talked to Shanti or not. And remember, I mean, yeah, they didn't show if they talked to Shanti that night. And then right after that, they showed Jenard going to the boxing ring to talk to Shanti. So maybe he did call her. Maybe he did call her and they didn't show it, and we'll get that conversation next week. So maybe he did call and she may have said, man, I think Jenard is on some shit. You know what I mean? Because he called, but we seen him hang up on Jenard, but we didn't see him hang up on Shanti. He called the gym, and then we don't know what happened. Damn. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. That nigga Jenard, hands down. Hands down, Jenard's probably the flyest nigga on force. Hands down, Jenard's the flyest on force. I give him that. I give him that. That's one thing about Jenard. That nigga always gonna be dressed to impress. Jenard ain't never lacking in the clothing department. Pulled up with the rollie on. Hit the rollie stove with the rollie on. Oh yeah, I know. Hey, I didn't say he was the cleanest. I said he the flyest. That nigga probably smell like shit right now. That nigga was in that car with the junkie. That nigga in there shooting up. That nigga was outside, middle of the daytime. This nigga Jenard been sweating since the beginning of the episode. The beginning of the episode, this nigga Jenard had sweat coming down his head. Pause. Look, this nigga was sweating in here. When they told that nigga Jenard, don't nobody fuck it. Look, he was in here sweating like me. What you mean, don't nobody fuck with me? Yeah, I think Diamond knows that his brother's on drugs, man. I definitely believe that Diamond knows. He just ain't gonna say nothing until he catches him using it or he sees Jenard doing something where you got to call him out. But I believe that Diamond knows. Yeah, I could see him knowing. That'd be good if he knows. Like that's his little brother, and we just heard Sid say how close they were and him taking care of it, so he can tell there's a difference in how Jenard is acting. Plus, word on the street is Miguel. If the crew know that Miguel don't fuck with him, everybody in the city know that Miguel don't fuck with Jenard. So I'm pretty sure Diamond knows everything that's not everything that's going on. Not that he owes money to Miriam.